here's an interesting take. The post is still up. I haven't gone through and cherry picked any sayings, but this one I was scanning as I was. That's quite interesting. So this is on Takuta's Instagram. It says, "I'm your constituent. You were the first MP I'd ever voted for in my life. I'm Maori. I'm also South Asian. We can korero about the differences in reo till the cows come home. But at the end of the day, your phrasing and use of language on that particular post was what you chose to say, and it made the impact that it did regardless of what you meant to say in another language. You said it. End of. Our migrant community are some of our strongest allies, and I reject the notion that their presence is erasing us. I don't care about Labor or Willie Jackson or Penny. I expect to see accountability from you moving forward from this. I expect my MP that I voted for to represent me. I did not get that tonight." That's a pretty powerful
comment.
Yeah, I like that was just I just grabbed one. Like I saw one. That was yeah, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. So, and I mean, it will be interesting to see what comes. The other thing is, I'm not about keeping the peace, right? I'm 100% fine with protest and making noise and breaking rules and for protest and that kind of stuff. But there is also an element of what you're going to go out there and what hill you're going to die on. And, there's that adage in business sometimes, and you don't run the country like a business, so I'm with you, but there's that adage in business that, you don't want to have any unforeseen issues, no surprises. Most prime ministers want no surprises. Most leaders of political parties want no surprises. And what this does, right? This is the thing you got to think about when you're in politics, right? What this does, this just confirms the narrative of the right, right? So the narrative of the right, which is wrong, right, about who Te Pāti Māori are, what they believe, this confirms it for them. This gives them a billboard. This gives them information and fodder for the next election run. This gives them the right to go, well, look, how's How's Hipkin going to work from there? What does Hipkin say? This could turn into Hipkins having to justify what was said here because Te Pāti Māori could be a coalition partner. So yeah, it's dumb politics. Sorry to be blunt. And in fact, I think someone in the chat said that. Shall I have a look and grab it? Here we go. Weli Ruru. What's the difference between donating money to Māori candidates, standing for Māori seats, and door knocking for them? Takuta has a dumb take from Weli Ruru. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to be really honest with you, just being blunt, there's a part of me which goes, fuck the establishment, let's burn it all down. And there's a part of me that goes, yeah, but then we'll lose and the other guys will be in charge. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I think naturally I'm a burn it all down person. I mean, you may not think that because I think some people think I'm, fairly moderate for the lefties sometimes, but I am innately let's burn it all down. But I'm also smart enough to know with enough history on these old bones to know that if you want to help the vulnerable, if you want to get away from this arsonist government, you got to sit in the seat of power. So there's going to be some part you got to play the game to win the outcome, as horrible as that sounds. And this is not a good tactic to win.
Yeah, I think the more the discussion, like one of the ugly things that always circles Te Pāti Māori is that they're a racist party because reasons. We've had probably one of my favourite shows is when we had Debbie and Rawiri on, and we just yarned about politics, about their aims. It just felt like the four of us and a couple of hundred people in the chat just sitting around a table over a few drinks talking about politics. We know through that really clearly what the Te Pāti Māori wants. And it fits really well with what I want for this country. You know, the reason that people call Te Pāti Māori a racist party is because they are acknowledging Māori as a race in their position in New Zealand society, in New Zealand government, and in the founding of this country. The people that are calling them a racist party don't want any mention of Māori. They want us to all be the same. And that sounds good, but it means that something gets erased in favour of something else.
I loved
Te
hearing
Pāti Māori have done some phenomenal work around the hikoi and the Treaty Principles Bill. And I think they have activated an enormous amount of people and made them politically active. And that is a good thing.